Guys, Rich here, Collector Car Gallery in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are looking at this 1930 Ford Model A, doing a quick walk-around video for potential online buyer. Excuse our mess right now. We're getting ready to move locations, and I've just got things a little tore apart. Like all of our videos, I'm going to try and find all the blemishes I can on this car, and so that everybody can make a well-informed decision if they're interested. Keep in mind, this car's not been through detail yet. A lot of this, these little smudges and stuff will probably come out during a detail. This is probably single stage paint, so it'll probably look even better. And the bumper's a little water spotted, we can see, but no rust or anything like that. So front bumper looks good, maybe a little water spotted. I'm sure that'll come out just fine during a detail. I'm happy to do another video after the detail. The car came out of Oklahoma, long time ownership. Well, long time, not for the life of this car, but long time, maybe 15 years. Person kept up on a lot of service stuff. We'll go look at some of the service records I have on my makeshift workbench, that six-figure 65 Corvette. Anyway, let's see here. Moving on. Couple blemishes. We got a couple little paint chips right here in this lower valance under the radiator. As we move, let's move up to this piano hinge. I've got maybe a thumb size, a little bit bigger chip in the paint. Pretty common on a piano hinge like this for that to happen. Fenders are all steel. They look great. Really small stuff like this, these little blemishes. Let's just say there's more than 2-3 of these on every fender for sure. These are all steel, so every time a rock gets kicked up, it could make a little blemish. Got one or two little pops right here, more than likely just by the position of them, right where stones would come up and kind of chip. You can kind of see right here, stuff like this. One small little blister here. General presentation is actually quite good though. Rear fender, little chip in the paint here. I'm happy to provide any single stage paint for a potential buyer or a actual buyer as well. As we look at the interior on the driver's side, very nice, presents very well. A lot of really period correct looking stuff. I don't see any water stains or anything like that up top. Everything is looking very, very nice. Had a question about this up here. Pardon my flashlight. I don't. It's an LED, so that's probably why it's doing that. But this is just another trimmed out the same way as the ceiling or the headliner. We'll do a start here in a moment. Do have a few small chips in the back side of this door opening. Right there. Door shuts very nice though. Everything lines up great. Well, let's do the outside here and then I'll open this. Body panels seem to line up well. Little run in the paint right here. Probably have to show you before you'd even notice it. Little star right here, again, where rocks kind of fly up. I would not fix those. I'd enjoy this thing just the way it is. Lines on the car are great. You'd expect to see a lot of blisters and I don't see any rust or anything like that showing through. Bottoms of the doors look great. Some more chips on this back edge here. This LED flashlight is no good. A couple little more chips right here. Interior on this side looks just as nice though. Windows up and down. I don't see any delamination anywhere or anything like that. Maybe a little starting up top here actually. Real little bit. Kind of see this. Give this old girl a break. She's almost 100 years old. Fenders on the passenger side look pretty good. Just typical stuff. Couple cracks here and there, but very nice indeed. Chrome radiator looks great. I actually scoped the gas tank for one potential buyer that came over, and They were looking for rust, and I think they were very pleased. As you can see, we're not at a generator, we're with an alternator now, so that's great. Certainly an upgrade if you want to use this thing. A lot of stuff that just looks right, you know. We're gonna do this real quick before we get too far so I can put this away. Indiana concrete is, what's it say, 64 degrees. My foot a little bit hotter, 70 degrees. Let's check out the radiator here, radiator hose, 66 degrees. We'll even get over here to this manifold. Right there's the manifold, 67 degrees. Can't fake that for sure. So 100% cold start. Let me button this up and we'll move it over to, excuse my one-handed operation here. 1 second. Sorry guys. Okay. Again, a lot of this little stuff will come out with a detail. This looks like just like a, you know, a little gas spill or something like that. Single stage paint should come out okay. As we looked inside, we didn't see any water stains. Up top looks quite nice also. I think the vinyl shows really well. Let me stump over the other side and I'll show you. Actually, let's do this the old-fashioned way, huh? Bada bing, bada boom. Ready? Stepping right where I'm supposed to. This looks great, actually. Very nice. This seat shows really well, also. We're gonna get this over on the lift and do some underside video also. This car is probably one of the better running cars that I've ever had, Model A's that I've ever had. Let's look at some of this service stuff also. A lot of just parts replaced, all from Snyder's, so it was all the right stuff. This is probably the one that is most interesting to a potential buyer. 2015, we've got steering stabilizer, tie rod rebuilt, hub keyway, axle shim, axle hub gasket, outer grease seals, hub bolts. Let's see. We've got Pitman arms, tires, brakes, kingpins, clutch, pressure plates, throwout bearings, trans lock, horn. The horn does not work on this car right now. Road safety check, right rear stabilizer arms, Pitman arms, stuff like that. So that's probably the one that's most significant to most people. Our Indiana weather here is gonna get this opened up so we can start our car. Again, excuse my mess. You know, for a car that's this uncomplicated, there's an awful lot to talk about. Okay, my favorite part, the theft deterrent system on this car. Ready? Here we go. Fuel on. Let's take this all the way in. Now out a quarter maybe. Advance up. Throttle just until it starts to move down there. On. And neutral. Brake. Go ahead and take that off. And away we go. Ready? Boom. Again, this is probably one of the best running and driving Model A's that I've had. Let's ease off this, ease off this, ease off this. And advance off, reverse. She's just chugging away. We'll get her warm here and just let you guys see this thing. Kind of crummy weather out for us here today, but we're doing it. Just going over the other side of the building real quick here. Gonna go into our lift space real quick. Got the Armstrong steering going. Okay. Got her in neutral. And let's just ease off this throttle and see if she'll sit here and just chug away. It's kind of cold, but wow, nice. RPM's real low and we're just chugging away. Really pleased with this car. All right, guys, next video. See if she's ready for this yet. Look at that, nice. Believe this thing? Like a sewing machine. Boy. Nice. Guys, I'm gonna get this thing out of this weather and get it on the lift, and we'll do a little underside video. All right. Thanks a lot. Collector Car Gallery, Fort Wayne, Indiana.